In today's English lesson, we are going to talk about 10 words in English that you probably know, but there's another definition that you probably don't know. And if you start using that other definition, you are going to sound really smart. You are going to sound like you know the English language really well. And I need to thank Blissful Mommy for giving me the idea for this English lesson. And the first one we'll do, as a mail truck goes by, is the word sport. And you might be thinking, Brent, I know what sport means in English. It's like something you play. Basketball's a sport, hockey is a sport, football or soccer is a sport. But did you know that sport could also mean like to wear something? And we usually use this for men. So you could say, hey, he's sporting a beard. Kind of sporting a beard right now. And you can use this if this is new. Like if I normally don't have a beard, you could say, whoa, look at Brent. He's sporting a beard. Meaning like I have a beard now and I didn't have one before. Or you could say, oh, hey, he's sporting a jacket. Like normally he doesn't wear a jacket, but now he does. Or you could say, oh, he's sporting some really nice shoes. I am not sporting nice shoes. I have on my dad's shoes. But I think I'm going to be getting a new pair soon. Probably a new pair of dad shoes. I suppose you could say, ah, Brent is sporting his dad's shoes again. The next word is couch. And you probably know that word, right? It's a place where you can sit. Usually made for 3 or more people. If it's only one person, it's probably a chair. If it's 2 people, we might call it a love seat. So a couch. But did you also know couch could mean to say something in a certain way? And here are a couple examples. Hey, he said yes, but he couched it in a way that made me think he said no. Or, hey, you need to tell this person some really bad news, but you need to couch it in a way so that they don't feel bad. I love teaching lessons on this path, but I don't think we can go down this path. It looks like they took out the bridge. Yeah, I suppose we could walk. We could walk across the little river. It's not too bad. I like the bridge. I think they're probably making a better bridge. It was kind of falling apart before. Oh yeah, the dad shoes got us through that. Good old dad shoes. The next one you might know is nod. I'm gonna do that right now with my head. It's a little shake of the head. You could nod your head yes. You could nod your head no. But there's also another way we use nod in English, and that is like to give someone a shout out or to give credit to someone for something. And right now, I'd love to give a little nod to Bob the Canadian. I'm sure you all know Bob the Canadian, but I also watch his videos because it gives me a good idea on how to teach English. He is another great YouTuber teaching English, so check him out. At the beginning of this lesson, I could have said, hey, I need to give a nod to Blissful Mommy because she gave me a good idea for a lesson. The fourth word you probably know in English is storm. That's when it rains really hard or it snows really hard or there's a lot of wind. There's actually a lot of wind right now. But I wouldn't call it a storm. A storm is bad weather. You know that one, right? But did you know we might say storm off? Storm off, that means somebody left and they were mad. They might stomp off. Do you know that when you stomp? See if I can stomp right here. It's like when you walk really hard. So you can imagine if somebody is mad, they're going to stomp off, but you could also say they stormed off. Uh-oh, we're not alone in the woods. There's some teenagers over there. I think they're teenagers. Hopefully they don't give us any trouble. They're probably up to no good. I'll walk by here and hopefully they don't say anything to me. Hopefully they don't mug me. Hopefully they don't wonder, hey, why are you talking to yourself in the woods? Let's see what they say. Yeah, they haven't said anything yet. All right, number 5 is clear. So you might know the word clear. It's almost like empty. Today it's a clear day out. There isn't even a cloud in the sky. But did you know that clear can also be something you do? Clear. So right now, I'm going to clear my throat. Just in case you didn't know in English what that was called, we do it all the time, but it's called clearing your throat. I'll do it one more time. You might do that right before you give a big speech or right before you teach an English lesson. Here's one more way you can use clear, and that's clear liquid. Guess what? Water is a clear liquid. You can pretty much see through it. Number 6 is broke. Now you might know that as the past tense of break. Wow. I hope you never break your phone. I hope you never break a bone. Because if you do, that means you broke it. Past tense. But did you also know that you can use broke as in another way to say you have no money? And I don't know about in your country right now, but everything is costing so much money. Gas, food, everything. But hey, real quick shout out to you, actually. To anyone who has ever left a like on a video, a comment on a video, a super chat, all the channel members, all the super thanks. Because guess what? I bought a new camera. I have a GoPro 10 now. So a little expensive, but because of you, I was able to buy it. There's actually another way you could use broke, and it's like this. He broke into song. That means somebody just started singing and you didn't realize that was going to happen. And then the audience broke into applause. Means they started clapping their hands. In the United States, when we like something, we clap our hands. I think in other parts of the world, you do other things. I know when we're not happy with something, we boo, boo. But I think in other parts of the world, you whistle when you don't like something. Like in a football match, and there is a bad play, you might whistle. Here, we would boo, boo. You're awful. The next one is check. It has a couple different meanings. You might know the check where you can pay money. You have to write a check. It's a piece of paper, and if you have a good bank account, you might be able to buy something with a check. You could also check on a baby. It means to look out, make sure everything is okay. Maybe before you head out the door, you check the weather. It's just looking to make sure. We also have another way to use check, and that is check mark. Let's say you have a list of things to do today. You need to take a shower, you need to eat breakfast. As you do those things on your list, you can check them off with a check mark. What about stress? Do you know that word? Stress, when you have a lot of things to do and you get a funny feeling in your body where, you know, something isn't right. You are under a lot of stress. But did you know we use stress when we want to, big word coming, emphasize something, when we want to point it out, when we want to make it known. So right now, in the next sentence, I am going to stress the word the, okay? Here's my sentence. Oh no, I think it's going to storm tomorrow. The weather looks bad. The. Notice how I said it a little louder, how there was a little pause at the end. I stressed the word the. Here's another way we might use stress, as in something is important. Maybe you have children, and maybe you are going to leave them home alone, but you want to stress to them, do not cook anything. Do not use the stove. Let me be clear. You need to stress that because you don't want them to start a fire. I would like to stress to you to practice English every day if you have the time. The next word you might know is glance. That means to take a really quick look. Like, maybe I should take my glasses off for this. I'm going to glance in that direction, okay? Glancing, it's a really quick look. But did you know that glance can also mean to almost hit? And you might hear glancing blow. That means it almost hit. Think of two boxers. When they're punching each other, if one just barely hits another one, so I might be able to glance a blow off my head. So glance, it just barely touches it. Let's say that storm we were talking about earlier is coming, but it doesn't hit all the way. You only get the edge of the storm. It's not as bad as it could be. You didn't get a direct hit. You could say the storm glanced us. We didn't get that much rain. We didn't get that much wind. So glance, barely hitting. Maybe there's a car accident, but it's not too bad because the cars only glanced each other. How about this one, school? And you're probably like, Brent, that is the easiest English word ever. I learned that on the first day, right? School, it's a place where you learn things. But did you know that school also means to beat somebody else really badly? Usually like in a sport. Let's say there's a soccer match, or you might call it a football match, and one team beats the other one really badly. You can say that team schooled the other team. I'm not very good at basketball. In fact, I'm pretty awful. So if the two of us ever played basketball, you'd probably school me, even if you're really bad, because I'm probably worse. Let's say you have an English test and you didn't study for it. If you do really badly on the test, you could say, oh man, that test really schooled me. You also might hear the term, I got schooled. So I hope you think you know English very well. I hope you do. Sometimes when you watch the news, you might feel like you don't even know English at all, and you can say, whoa, I thought I knew English, but then I watched the news, it schooled me. I didn't do very well at understanding what was going on in the news. Oh no, I have to pass those kids again to get home. Hopefully they don't give us any trouble. They're swearing a lot. Oh no. Hey, if you are looking for more English, right up there is an English lesson I did about forgetting things in English. Thanks for watching. See you next time.